It's the beginning of 2024, and the peak of endurance racing is upon us. If you're a fan of this sport, you won't want to miss the upcoming Rolex 24 of Daytona and Le Mans races, which promise to be more exciting than ever before. In this video, we will compare both races, highlighting their similarities despite being held on different tracks. The 62nd running of Rolex 24 Daytona is just 3 weeks away, so mark your calendars and get ready for some thrilling racing action. The 24 Hours of Daytona and the 24 Hours of Le Mans are annual endurance races that last a whole day. The two races are the most prestigious and challenging events in motorsports. Additionally, both races attract top drivers and teams from around the globe who compete for overall victory and class wins. Over decades, Daytona and Le Mans have shared similarities while going through significant changes. First, let's talk about the 24 Hours of Le Mans. The 24 Hours of Le Mans is an annual endurance race in France. It is one of the most prestigious races in the world and is known for its long history, challenging course, and high-speed thrills. The race is run over a 24-hour period, which means that drivers and their teams need to maintain their performance and focus for an entire day. The race lies on the Circuit de la Sarthe, a combination of a permanent racetrack and public roads. The track is 8.5 miles long and features a mix of high-speed straights and tight corners that require precision driving. As of 2023, the race split into 4 classes: Le Mans Hypercar, LMP2, GTE Pro, and GTE AM. Each class has its own set of rules and regulations, which dictate the types of cars that can compete and the performance standards they must meet. The history of the race dates back to 1923 as a way to test the durability of cars and their drivers. Over the years, the race has evolved into a showcase of technological innovation and high-performance engineering. The race has seen many iconic moments, including the dominance of the Ford GT40 in the 1960s, Porsche in the 80s, Audi in the 2000s, and the emergence of internal combustion hybrid technology in recent years. The race is known for its brutal nature and the challenges it presents to drivers and teams. The physical and mental demands of driving for 24 hours are immense, and teams must prepare for any eventuality. The race also requires a high degree of strategy, with teams needing to balance speed with fuel efficiency and tire wear. Although the 24 Hours of Le Mans presents many challenges, it remains a favorably coveted prize for drivers and teams. Winning the race requires skill, endurance, and teamwork, making it an achievement in the motorsport universe. If you're a fan of high-speed thrills and automotive engineering, the 24 Hours of Le Mans is a race you don't want to miss. Next, let's talk about the Rolex 24 Daytona. Like Le Mans, the Rolex 24 Daytona is a 24-hour endurance race held annually at Daytona International Speedway in Florida, USA. It's the most prestigious North American endurance race and attracts top drivers and teams globally to compete. Essentially, the Daytona 24 Hours is, in a way, a US version of Le Mans 24 Hours. The races require drivers and teams to maintain performance and focus for a full day. Both race courses feature a mix of high-speed straights, tough chicanes, and tight corners that require precision driving. Both races split into 3 to 4 classes consisting of 2 purpose-built classes of prototypes and GT cars that bear their own set rules and regulations that dictate the types of cars that can compete. They include the challenges they present to drivers and teams, the high level of strategy required to win, and the high-speed thrills that make them exciting for fans to watch. Daytona is known for its close finishes, with many winners being decided by less than a second, with cars reaching speeds at 200 miles per hour or 320 kilometers an hour on the straightaways. Both infamous races could have entries of over 60 cars participating. Despite both 24-hour races sharing many similarities, several factors set the two endurance races apart. The 24 Hours of Le Mans occurs every June in France, while the Rolex 24 Daytona occurs every January in the USA. The tracks where the races run are also different. The Circuit de la Sarthe is 8.5 miles long with 38 turns, while the Daytona Road Course is 3.5 miles long with 12 turns. The speeds, total distance, lap times, and entries of manufacturers and teams also vary between the two races. Each Le Mans 24-hour team has a maximum of 3 drivers. The Daytona 24 Hours allows a 4-man team to share the driver's seat in the race. They work together to keep the car running smoothly and efficiently over long periods, and the team that covers the longest distance within the time limit is the winner. Much like Le Mans, the Rolex 24 Daytona gathers a vast audience of motorsports fans and enthusiasts. It's a remembrance of automotive engineering and endurance racing, showcasing the world's best cars, drivers, and teams since its first running in 1966 with Ford versus Ferrari. In January 2022, the governing bodies of the Daytona and Le Mans 24-hour races, IMSA and ACO, announced a joint renaming of significant corners at their respective tracks. The bus stop chicane on the Daytona backstretch is now named the Le Mans chicane, and the first chicane along the Le Mans-Mulsanne Straight is named the Daytona chicane. This renaming is a formal exposure of the strong partnership and significant alliance between the two races, representing a new era of sports car endurance racing. This historic convergence for the top category of prototype racing promises an incredible experience for fans in the coming years. The future of sports car racing looks very strong and exciting for all of us. The 24 Hours of Daytona on January 27th and 28th will showcase how good the upcoming Le Mans race will be. This season promises to be exciting, with a record number of entries in the WEC's Hypercar class and IMSA's GTP class. Also, new manufacturers joined the GT3 GTD category, making the competition fiercer than ever before. The challenge is immense, and any team cannot afford to make big mistakes with so many cars on the grid. Since the introduction of LMH and LMDH regulations, which succeeded the LMP1 class, the GTP and Hypercar class in both championships has been very successful, thanks to reduced costs, which has brought interest and awareness to car manufacturers who can now spend money efficiently to build their projects, go racing, and have the same chance as anyone else at these marque events. The new generation of top-class prototypes have less power, less downforce, less grip, and more weight than the LMP1 cars. The balance of performance will play a crucial role in allowing prototype racers to compete closely against each other. The 24 Hours of Le Mans is always a remarkable and challenging race where winning is never a certainty. The competition is tough, and it takes more than one manufacturer to have issues for another to win. To emerge as a winner, you must focus entirely on yourself. The Rolex 24 Daytona and Le Mans are two of the most iconic and competitive endurance races globally, with Le Mans being the oldest and the most prestigious. Winning any 24-hour race requires a combination of speed, consistency, and reliability. I cannot wait to watch these races this year. If you did find this video very interesting, do not forget to click the like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for some more videos to come. Let's try to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of this month of January. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Peace out and stay safe. Chris the Radar out.